Welcome back. Welcome back on a Thursday evening. We are live at Empire Crypto TV. We're talking blockchain solutions, cryptocurrencies, trading, investing. We all want all of you to be best traders in this space. So welcome back. Welcome back. We are live now. Please, as usual, indicate where you're watching this live broadcast from. Go out there, invite your friends, invite everyone, tell them we are live at Empire Crypto TV. All right, as usual, I'm not alone. I'm with Cindy, Crypto Cindy. Crypto Cindy, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, Crypto King?
I'm very well. I'm very well. Welcome back. Welcome back. I thought you also went to Dubai after yesterday's show.
Yeah, I went to Dubai in my dreams last night. I couldn't sleep. I only had to sleep this morning because you know what? When you're hearing such stories, they are so inspiring. You end up losing your sleep. You end up thinking, how will I get there? Hey, so it was very hard last night.
It was so much interesting yesterday. We had a guest here, Tembi Shilenge, who was sharing with us what she's been doing in the space, her journey, what she have achieved in the space. Yeah, it was so much inspiring. I mean, to learn about someone who has acquired so much wealth in a very short period of time in the crypto space. Would you mind us? Can you just give us some points? What exactly? Um, got you inspired from the show yesterday? What we were talking about yesterday? Can you give us some few points?
Okay, so the most important thing which I took from yesterday's show is the fact that in the crypto space, you don't need any level of education. So anyone can just jump into crypto and start learning. While you're learning, you're also earning. That's the best part about crypto. So yesterday we were taught that anyone can actually trade in crypto. You don't need a degree, you don't need a master's, you don't need to be professor in order to start trading in crypto. And the other thing that we learned yesterday in crypto is that the lady we were with, which is Tembi, Crypto Posh, she also taught us yesterday that just in a matter of 3 years. So in 3 years, she has accomplished so much. And the best thing about what she taught us yesterday is that yes, she is making money from crypto, but she is diversifying her portfolio. So yes, she's now investing in property. Yes, she's living the luxurious life. She's enjoying her life because there is no need to make money and not enjoy that money. So that is just pointless. Who would ever be a millionaire and live as a centennial? So that's pointless because tomorrow you die, you leave us with your money, we spend it within a week, it's gone. So the best thing we heard from her is yes, she's living life, she's enjoying with her friends, she's taking it one day at a time. But the best part is that she is investing in property. So she's investing in so much property. She's also taught us about family. So just because she has money now, it doesn't mean that she has now decided to leave her family behind and enjoy with friends. So that is another thing. We are always telling people on the show to make sure you invite your friends, make sure you invite your family members so that they also learn exactly what she taught us yesterday, that she is also interested in teaching her son about the crypto space, which is very important that we pass the knowledge, which is the reason we have shows like this, whereby we are educating ourselves in the crypto space, as well as we wanting our family and friends to also learn crypto and to also be people who gain from crypto. So we don't only give people money that we made from crypto, but we're also giving them the education. So those are one of the very important things. And that she's also taught us that she was also telling us that she's a networker. So she works with other people. She was also telling people that in order to reach somewhere, look for people that have already achieved such a dream that you want and then start following them. You don't have to start poking them or sending them messages every single day and say, I want to be like you, but rather learn from their lifestyle and take it from there. Work hard. She taught us yesterday that working hard actually makes you achieve the dreams that you want. So those are some of the best information that we got from yesterday. So that is all that I can share for now, but there's so much. The show was actually more than an hour yesterday because there was just so much. So she was just squashing 3 years, 3 years of her life, and she squashed it into 1 hour to give us such a brilliant show last night.
All right. Wow. Yes. On yesterday it was hot. It was hot. I mean, At 28 years, she in the last 4 years she's traveled to over 20 countries. At 28 years, she's owning 9 properties all around South Africa. I'm not sure if she said also around outside South Africa, mostly maybe in Dubai or something. um 9 properties, and she's amassed wealth over 4 million US dollars. And look, she has done so much. I mean, the cryptocurrency market is real. It's really rewarding those who are working hard in this space. You can actually, it's broad also. The market is broad. You can choose where you wanna fit, where you wanna cut your cake and um, play. You choose your ground. There's so much you can do in the crypto space. You can just become a trader where you are trading on a daily basis in the crypto space. You can also become an investor. An investor is someone who just buys, look for good projects, hunt for those projects that you see they're gonna do well in the future, buy them and just leave them to do their own thing, and then in the future come back again, check what they are doing. That's an investor now. Or you can become a networker who deals with companies who are in the crypto space, accumulating, multiplying your crypto portfolio through the network marketing part. So there's so much you can do in this market. It's so broad, it's so big. There's so much you can do. But the most important thing is that you have to balance up your basics, your foundations. Make sure your foundation is solid. Make sure your basics are solid in terms of the knowledge, in terms of the skills that are much needed in this space. Make sure that you know about what is blockchain, what is cryptocurrency market, what is Bitcoin, what are the solutions, and there's so many other projects in the crypto space that makes it a very profitable market. So yeah, look, we learned a lot yesterday. Okay.
Yes, we did. Yesterday, we learned so much. We are still talking about it. I've heard other people also talking about yesterday's show, even today. So it was a great inspiration. And the best part about it is that it doesn't only end yesterday. We've also been telling people for the past few weeks that every single Wednesday going forth, we are going to be making sure that we're bringing the crypto millionaires so they can share their stories and their journey and achievements with all of us.
So, I mean, do you mean next Wednesday we also have someone else who's a crypto millionaire, who's making money, who has actually amassed so much wealth in a very short period of time, or in a long period of time? I mean, Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency market, is 11 years old now, since
Yes.
2008, 2009 season. So we've gone some few years. Of course, it's the right time. I mean, it's that time where we see the results, where we see what people have been talking about. Let's walk the talk. Let's walk the talk. Let's see the results from people. So yes, do not miss our live shows every Wednesday 7 p.m. We are live here showcasing crypto millionaires, what they've accumulated, their houses, their cars, their assets, all about the cryptocurrency market. All right, Crypto Cindy, what's the topic of the day? What's the discussion of the day?
Okay, so today we'll be talking about crypto ETFs. We'll be explaining what crypto ETFs are. ETFs is one of those words that we've been hearing about. So today we'll be talking about it in detail and how it affects our lives and how we can be involved in the crypto ETFs as individuals or investors in the crypto space.
All right, let's dive into the discussion. Today we are discussing, as Crypto Cindy just mentioned shortly, that we talking about crypto ETF, which is exchange traded funds. I mean, we all know about exchange traded funds from the stock market, from these the derivative markets, where they are so vast. The exchange traded funds, ETFs. Okay,
Yes.
which is a basket or sort of a basket, and the you will be tracking the movement of those assets. Let me just go deeper. Okay, for years, the cryptocurrency community has been holding its breath for a Bitcoin exchange traded fund or any crypto ETFs for that matter. Just this year, investors in Canada got their first Bitcoin and Ether ETFs. Okay, so did investors in Brazil and Dubai. In Europe, a similar product arrived way back in December 2019. But there's still one country whose launch of a Bitcoin ETF is highly anticipated. That is the United States of America. The country saw the first ever application for Bitcoin ETF back in 2013, but it isn't any closer to getting it 8 years down the line. It seems inevitable that two of the hottest areas of the investment world would meet up sooner or later. For cryptocurrency enthusiasts and investors looking to capitalize on the growing popularity of exchange traded funds, the possibility of an ETF that tracks Bitcoin is the best opportunity for this type of connection. However, there have been growing pains and problems in trying to launch the Bitcoin ETFs. A Bitcoin ETF is one that mimics the price of the most popular digital currency in the world. This allows investors to buy into the ETF without going through the complicated process of trading Bitcoin itself. Exchange traded funds, or ETF in abbreviation, is a type of security that can be structured to track anything right from the price of an individual commodity, or in this case, crypto. They will be theoretically able to purchase or be sold on the stock exchange. All right. So that's um Bitcoin ETF, crypto ETF. Apparently, let me just explore further. Let me just explain this word ETF more so that people can understand. ETF means exchange traded fund. So how they work is sort of it's those are assets whereby traders and investors, they do not really buy the real assets or tangible assets. They will be buying the movement, tracking the movement of those assets, tracking the movement of those products, and then will be just buying the movement, the price of the movement of those assets. All right, Crypto Cindy, what is the
Yes.
basic idea behind ETFs?
Okay, so the basic idea behind the ETF is to have an instrument whose value is pegged to the value of the underlying asset, is like you've just explained. So this way, an investor does not have to deal with the actual asset directly. So, for instance, if you want maybe you're an investor in gold, then you don't really have to have the physical gold in your possession. So an ETF is just tracking it, how its movement is doing, and then you just buy it like that. So you're just buying the movement, you're buying how it's actually moving in terms of the stock market.
All right. If I just explained earlier that it's also coming into the crypto space. Um, as per my investigation, my research also, it means um, there are countries which actually have taken this stance, taken this route of the ETF in the crypto space. Do
Yes.
we all do we would you actually go deeper and show us if there are countries that have actually started the Bitcoin ETF?
Okay, so there are countries that have actually started in the Bitcoin ETF, and the great part about it is that we are also involved as South Africans. So I'll just be going over to all the countries that have them, and we will end with us, whereby I'll be explaining the one that is currently available for us in South Africa. So we know that mostly things come from countries like Brazil, countries like Canada, countries like Switzerland, Dubai. Those are the countries which have the ETFs. And also, as I've said, as South Africans, we have got an ETF. Now, our ETF is by a company called Crypto Equity. I just want to bring it here so you can see it. So there's a company called Crypto Equity. It was previously known as DCX. Yes, the company was called DCX. So I just want to show you here. Here it is. So now this company called EC okay, Easy Equity has a bundle. That bundle they call it's called EC10. Yes, EC10. So basically, they're not just selling us the Bitcoin or Ethereum like that, but they've put it into a bundle whereby they call it the EC10, which is just the top 10. So it just means the top 10 crypto there. So they have them like that there. It's under Easy Equity. Or you can just go to just say Easy Crypto. So you can get it as under Easy Equity or under Easy Crypto. So in under Easy Crypto, it's just the crypto space, but under Easy Equity, it's basically all the assets that are there under Easy Equity. I just want to show you this top 10 bundle. There it is. Let me try and make it a bit bigger. Just want to get it bigger for you so we can all see what I'm seeing. Can you see it?
Yes, I can just enlarge it
Okay.
bigger.
Let me try and make it a bit bigger. It was on 150. So let's just put it on 200. Is it better now? It's on 200.
Okay, yeah, it's better.
Okay. So there, now in South Africa, we've got this one called the EC10. Why is it? Okay. So I just want to show you the products that they have here. So the best part about this one in South Africa is that you are not just buying Bitcoin or you're not just buying Ethereum, you're actually buying the top 10 there. And on this top 10, I wanted to show you what is there. So there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, there's Ripple, there's ADA, I'm not sure why it's doing this. There's the Binance coin, there's Solana, there's Polkadot, there's the Dogecoin, there's Terra, and the last one they have is the Uniswap there. So these is what we also have as South Africans. So we cannot only be crying and saying, in South Africa we are always left behind. But guess what? We actually got this before the US. The US, they are still busy with regulations and stuff, and in South Africa we already have it. And the best part about it is that exactly like in the crypto space, whereby you don't have to buy a Bitcoin for 44,000 US dollars, you can start buying the bundle from as little as you want. So you can start buying from 100 rands, you can buy from 50 rands, whatever. And but now we must not forget, here you are not buying the Bitcoin, you are buying the movement, as what the Crypto King has been saying to us.
All right, what's the difference between Bitcoin and Bitcoin ETF?
Okay, so the difference between the Bitcoin and a Bitcoin ETF is that we know that Bitcoin is just basically a digital currency that is employed that works on the blockchain technology to facilitate the value transfer, whereas now the Bitcoin ETF is a tradable financial instrument whose value is pegged to the value of the Bitcoin cryptocurrency. So that is the difference between the two.
Okay. And look, we're talking of a complex a topic here. I wonder our viewers or family to really understand this in deep. I mean, as much knowledgeable as you are. How does a Bitcoin ETF work?
Okay. So a Bitcoin ETF is a tradable instrument, as we said, that just tracks the value of the Bitcoin or any other crypto. Now, with the Bitcoin ETF, it can and is often listed as a traditional exchange, whereas the ETF can be bought, can be sold like any other similar equity stock. Now, to create a Bitcoin ETF or any other crypto ETF for that matter, a management company can acquire the actual coin from the market. Now, these are used as reserves, just like how the management companies will purchase stock. to include in their traditional shares ETF, the company will then create a fund that represents the value of the Bitcoin or the other crypto, whichever it is, that holds to custody, and it listed for the normal trading, how we see it. So it listed on the trading stock, which is we call the stock exchange, whereas it's available to anyone that wants to invest or anyone that wants to trade. Now, investing in the in Bitcoin funding is extremely convenient to an average investor who doesn't want to deal with the security and the logistics risk inherited from handling a digital currency. Now, the whole process of buying a Bitcoin through the cryptocurrency exchange and figuring out how to store the coin is, we all know, a lot of work. Now, it is also especially risky for the average investor who is not technically clued when it comes to having your passwords and having to actually even understand that you are buying crypto is staying it's staying on a cloud, it's staying on a hard they've gone hard wallet or something like that. So this is much convenient for such people. So investing in a Bitcoin ETF does not, however, eliminate all the investment risk which we know about in the crypto space. It is also important to remember that cryptocurrencies are still volatile assets, whether we are buying them directly or whether we are buying them as an ETF. Now, in terms of how a Bitcoin ETF work, there are no surprises. Crypto ETF work exactly like any other traditional asset backed by an ETF. Now, this is all aligned with the crypto ETF. You do not have to understand blockchain. You don't have to understand cryptocurrencies to take advantage of the crypto market's volatility. Now, although it does actually help to make sure that you understand in anything that you invest in, the same thing you do also in the crypto ETF, you need to do your research, understand exactly what you're getting yourself into before you jump in. Now, as long as one can or has to create a brokerage account, now you can just open an account, a crypto ETF, which is supported through the brokerage account. For investors in the US, we know that Bitcoin ETF are still to be launched, but us, we are still very privileged. It's South African, Brazil, Canada, Switzerland, and Dubai. We can actually buy the crypto ETF just by
All right.
logging onto your normal account. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no content.
Yes. So I was saying that it's as easy as having just any stock exchange account. You have the best thing about it is that I know, so there are so many people that we all know who are buying stock in the stock market in the JSE. So the best thing about this is that now they don't need to have a password for crypto, a password for buying shares. You can just do everything in one. So you can have just one password, one login, and do everything in one space. Just put your crypto in exactly that same portfolio whereby you are buying your shares.
Why not just invest in Bitcoin? I mean, just buy Bitcoin instead of looking for these other extra things. Why not just, invest on Bitcoin?
Now, there are several reasons for this. First, as indicated above, now investors don't have to bother with all the security procedures associated with holding a Bitcoin or any other crypto. So, there is no need for dealing with crypto exchanges in the process. Investors can just buy and sell the ETF through the traditional exchange stock market, as we said. Now, we know that unfortunately, whether you are buying the crypto via the exchange or you're buying it rather as an ETF, you are still going to have the same effects that you would have gotten if you were buying from there. So we know that EFTs is just an investment vehicle. Investors would be able to sell their shares, so they'll also be able to sell their cryptos that they buy as an EFT. Sorry, not an EFT, ETF. So they'll be able to sell and to buy exactly like they do with their normal shares. So it's nothing new.
All right. The road to Bitcoin ETF approval. I mean, we've seen it all over these years. Of course, there are countries. not so popular who have actually approved the ETFs of the crypto. But we are waiting for the big countries, I mean, big states like United States to really get involved and approve the Bitcoin ETF. If those countries actually can actually do so, then it will change the landscape of the cryptocurrency market all over
Yes.
the world. It will dramatically, it will really, really, really take us to another level if such has to happen. So take us through the road of Bitcoin ETF approval. Maybe you can actually mention the countries that or the uh, projects in the crypto space that have tried or they're still trying pushing their ETFs to be approved.
Okay, there are countries, like we said, that are still busy with their that haven't been approved, and there are others that will still be approved. But I'm now thinking, can we not rather just focus on South Africa for now? So for now, I will just be talking about the South African one, which is the EC10. Now it's got two founders. The first one, his name is L. Lockton, and the other founder is called Michael Jordan. It's not the one that we know. It's not the Michael Jordan that we know, but it's someone else with the same name and surname called Michael Jordan also. So they are co-founders of the EC10, which is the one that we said it's easy crypto in South Africa. Now they launched in 2020, and they've launched the exchange traded fund, which is just an offering in which is just an offering instructional investor exposure to Bitcoin, but rather a watchful eye of the JSE. So they have listed this under the JSE so we can buy it from there. And the best part about it is that we know that there are so many regulations about crypto in different countries. In South Africa, we were always saying that they are still busy in the crypto space, they're still busy with the rules, with the tax and stuff. So yes, that will also affect your portfolio if you are now buying crypto as an ETF. So just because you're buying it as an ETF doesn't mean that you'll be running away from the tax. You'll still be taxed according to what you are trading and what you are gaining from there, and whether you are losing or you're not, as we said previously, that you will still be taxed, unfortunately. Now, this actually allows you to buy from whatever you can afford, and whenever you want to sell, yes, you can do so. I remember there was a time whereby the EC10 in South Africa was less than 100 rands. And I'm one of the people that said, no, let me wait and see how this will go. And there was a time when Bitcoin went sky high and people were making so much money because of that. And I was like, no, no, no. No, this is impossible now. I also wanted to start buying crypto from there because I was only focusing on buying crypto from the normal exchanges that we are used to, and not from easy equity or easy crypto. So now everything is now fully understood because of research. Now we understand what is going on. And now I see there are so many people who are now buying into it because now other people start trusting things the minute they're associated with other things. So after its launch, and because people are now aware that now they are under JSE and JSE is watching their every move, so then people started trusting and getting that thing that, okay, so this is okay. It is not just something that's going to run away because we have so much trust in the JSE. So we know that once a company is on the JSE, it doesn't actually guarantee that that company is going to do well. But at least we have got that sense to know that it's got that backing. It means that this is going somewhere.
All right. Crypto ETF safe. I mean, is it something that we can actually consider a safe investment or a safe investment vehicle, as opposed to just trading individual currencies, individual, instruments?
Okay, so that okay, remember, crypto, exactly like the stock market, there is a risk. There is a risk, one thing for sure, but I I think if you're a risk taker, exactly like if I can just decide tomorrow that I'm going to buy shares from ShopRite, that is a risk I'm willing to take. There's no guarantee that ShopRite will still be there tomorrow. We've seen the looting, we've seen so many things happening. So there's no guarantee that that thing is still going to be there tomorrow. Exactly like the EFTs. The EFTs, you are just taking a leap of faith and you are doing your research and then you are buying into it. So it's all about making sure you do your research. If you believe in that movement, but like me, I like seeing the progress first. So I'm not one of those people that will hear people saying this is working and then jump straight into it. So I'm more of let me see from today, the 30th of September, I start doing my research. I start checking maybe a month later what's been going on, and then I make a decision from there. So exactly like that. Also in the crypto ETFs, do the same thing. Do your research. If you are happy with everything, and then you can start trading in there. The risk is always there, unfortunately. The minute you put your money onto something, believing in it, that is a risk that you are willing to take, whether it goes up or it goes down. It's your leap of faith.
All right, there is a question from someone from Botswana. She's asking, can I buy it while I'm in Botswana? As per your explanation, that there is an ETF in South Africa. So, can someone in Botswana invest on it?
I'm not sure if they are taking people who are in Botswana, but the best thing to do is you'll need to go to their website. They have got a contact us tab there where you can just confirm before you actually put your money. Just contact them there and you'll get clarity. So on the website there, it's easyequity.co.za. You can just click on contact us and you can get their details. They respond within 24 hours and they will actually tell you exactly what you'll need or whether they will take you if you are outside the borders of South Africa.
All right, no, great stuff, great stuff. There's also another question that says, crypto Cindy, for crypto ETF, how can you monitor the movement if they are bundled and easy crypto? Okay. Do you understand the
Okay.
question?
Yes, I understand the question. So the question just simply means how are we checking the movement if they are put together as one? Now, the best thing about putting the cryptos, especially in the easy equity as a bundle, is that remember there are times whereby the price of one, let's say the price of Bitcoin is not doing well, it's going down. And the other nine cryptos are actually there to back it. I'm not saying that is always the case, but yes, it does happen that out of the 10, some are actually bullish and some are actually bearish. So that is the advantage. But you can still check it. Remember also on Coin Market Cap, which we're always using on the show to do our analysis, we're always checking there what is going on in the top 10. So you can just do that. Check the top 10, how it's doing, and you can take it from there. And the best part about the Easy Equity site also is that you can also just have an account there, and while you can just check the movement of the EC10. You can choose dates, different dates. You can choose 7 days. You can choose a month. You can choose 3 months. You can choose 6 months and see the movement from there of the whole bundle. If you don't want to look at it one by one on exchanges like Coin Market Cap.
All right. Thank you so much for that explanation. Yes, we are live here, Temper Crypto TV. We are live. We're talking about Bitcoin crypto ETFs. All right. What do we have on the breaking news? Let's jump straight into the breaking news.
Okay, so the breaking news today, we have got one of the coins that we've been talking about a lot, which is the Shiba Inu. The minute someone says Shiba, we all know that that has to do with a dog. So many dogs have been called Shiba in the past, so you know when someone says Shiba, we are definitely speaking about a dog. So yes, we are talking about Shiba Inu. the dog, there it is. So we know that this is the coin that is said to be the killer of the Doji coin. This is the killer of the Doji coin. And now they have just announced that they are launching 10,000 NFTs on Shiba Swap. Now, this announcement was just a random announcement that they made, just telling us that they are generating the NFTs and they're going to be available for sale
Actually,
on their Shiba Swap. Now, the buyers, we know that they'll be able to buy these. They are called Shiboshis. Now, by burning the Shiba tokens, and this will also be assisting in reducing the tokens in circulation, as we know that there are so many in circulation right now. So, this is just a way of making sure that they're bringing down that. So, they're burning some, and by doing so, they are selling these NFTs. Now, analysts have also noted the declining interest in the Shiba Inu themed cryptocurrency. We know that Dogecoin and Shiba Inu tokens were on a hype, especially earlier this year. Almost everyone in the crypto space was talking about either the Shiba Inu or the Doge. So now they're saying it was just a phase that everybody just wanted to buy, but now it's actually cool off. So this is the reason why the Shiba Inu ecosystem has now seen that problem and say that they are now launching this 10,000 NFTs for us.
all right, no great stuff. Let's what do we have on the okay Shiba Inu? Uh, my son loves dogs, so the next dog that I'm gonna buy, I'm gonna call it Shiba Inu also. Shiba, Shiba,
Yes,
Shiba,
yes,
Shiba. Okay, all
definitely.
right. What do we have on the market? Let me just check on the market. What do we have on the market? How's the market performing?
Let's see it.
Okay, all right. Bitcoin still holding at 43,000 US dollars. Still there, still holding. I'm sure the bears are tired now. The bears are tired.
They are
They
tired.
wanted to pull this market down. They wanted to wrestle this market down, but I believe they are now tired.
So the bull has more power. The bulls
Yeah,
are
look,
actually making
the
sure that
bulls.
no, no, no.
I mean, all the news, bad news about China banning Bitcoin, they didn't really move this market further down. I also think, people, investors, traders, they've gotten used to this situation, the China situation. It's no longer moving them anyway. It's no longer, doing anything to their emotions, to their decisions and stuff. People have gotten to a point where they know what China is all about. They know that China is just that playboy who's always is a player, who's always playing.
Yes,
It's never serious, eh?
it's a playboy.
Yeah, look, at some point, especially if something is done repeatedly, you get used to it, you get immune to it. It's
Yes,
more like even now, Elon Musk. I can tell you, even now, Elon Musk can come out, talks about Shiba Inu, talks about Doge. It's no longer going to have that impact that it had in the past. It
the
had in
past.
the around April, February, April, March. There, people have gotten used to him. That okay, he likes to swing the market either way.
Yes,
So whenever he comes now, people will be very much careful. They will just ignore him. That's how the psychology of people becomes. They get used to a certain situation or they learn. We always being told every time that you must learn. Learning means you see something, you hear something, you experience something once. The second time, the impact, the results of that scenario. So you don't really react badly or whatever the reason. So yeah. Yeah, look, the market is still very much alive. It's just today is what? It's Wednesday, it's Thursday.
it's Thursday.
But I believe this weekend the market is gonna really start moving up. There's still
Why?
so much money.
Not
There's
that.
still so much. Look, there's still so much money coming into this market. I mean,
Yes.
there's there's so much money coming into this market. I mean, from private investors and stuff. So I don't see the market falling much lower from here. All right. Anything else before we close? What do we have for us?
So I would just like to remind everyone that please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Empire Crypto TV. Just subscribe so that in future, should there be problems with Facebook or should you forget about the time, because I know life is so fast, we're not always checking on the time. So if you've subscribed, you will get an alert every time that we are live and you will never miss a show. We know there are so many people who are interested in this show, and the best part about subscribing is that you can see all the previous videos. So you can go through them, whichever one that you have not seen or others that you want to repeat or you want to show to your friends and colleagues. But make sure, yes, you are showing them, but also show them how to subscribe. Teach them how to subscribe. They will not be paying any additional amount to their data, that just in order to subscribe. So make sure you teach them to subscribe, 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 so that they also, on the comfort of their homes or wherever they are at 7 p.m., they are able to watch this very educational shows. Crypto King,
All
he's
right.
sleeping.
No, Christoph. No, I'm checking the market. Yeah, I'm checking the market. I've got some trades. So
Yes.
I'm checking the market. All right, close for us. Let's meet again tomorrow.
Okay, so thank you very much yet again for being with us on this Thursday night. So please do not forget to watch us again tomorrow. We'll definitely be here from 7 to 8. And make sure you tell your friends and family members that we are definitely here again tomorrow. So, tomorrow, as every other Friday, we'll be discussing three coins in the market, telling you all about them, their market use, their founders, when they started, and how much the current value, and how far from January they are till now. So, as what the Crypto King is always saying to us, crypto was here yesterday, crypto is here today, and crypto will definitely be here tomorrow. So, we out.